The three highest points in each of the devolved nations of Great Britain, Ben Nevis, Scafell Pike, and the Welsh one. Summiting all three in their entirety in a 24-hour period is known as the Three Peaks Challenge. You join me here at the foot of the highest peak in all the British Isles, Ben Nevis. I think it's actually obscured by this hill here. Now, the Three Peaks Challenge is not just reaching the summits of all the mountains, it's going up and down them. So the challenge, which starts in about 7 minutes, starts and ends at the car. The instant the clock struck 6, I was off, making a feeble attempt at jogging the first few hundred metres as I began the 4-mile route to the summit, 1,345 metres above. I'm trying to balance this between being a vlog, a travel video, and an actual physical challenge, personally, for myself. A good time to finish this in 2.5 hours to the top. That's what I'm hoping. Just reach this flat part where you get a chance to have a rest. See, here's the part where really I should be making use of these trail running shoes, trainers with like a walking boot grip underneath them. And this is the exact kind of path where I should be jogging. But here's the thing, after just climbing all of that, this is a welcome rest. Honestly, maybe on the way down, but for now I'm just gonna take this as a rest day. After the halfway point, the trail becomes a rocky suggestion of a path. I passed a couple of dramatic gorges as I ascended into the clouds. At the summit, the path vanishes and you're left to haphazardly pick your way across the rocks to the marker. We have made it to the summit, at the highest point in all of the British Isles. There we are. One done. Look at that. Stop. Oh, back down we go. One down. Next. The descent, while being far easier on the cardio front, still took a little over 2 hours. By the time I had returned to the car, I was only 40 minutes ahead of schedule. I needed to shave at least 2 hours off the hiking sections, as the average climb for each peak, combined with the minimum drive time between them, comes out at 26 hours. Despite the small margin I'd managed to build, when I arrived at Wasdale Car Park to begin my climb of England's tallest peak, I was still 13 minutes behind the already inadequate schedule. I believe I'm running 13 minutes behind. Other than that, it's not looking the most catastrophic. I think we can get this done and back and bring ourselves in line with the minimum time. Scafell Pike, it's only 2.5 miles away. Shortest hike, lowest mountain, but I hear most difficult. Let's get going. Now that's where we get the feet wet. I can pick out like not the worst, not totally submerged, but already we's getting a bit wet. You know what? Not too bad, actually. Not terrible. Damn, I've yet to overtake someone on this mountain yet. The route up was a lot easier than I'd anticipated. More consistent than Ben Nevis, I felt. That being said, the fatigue of a 6-hour drive and the energy I'd already expended slowed my already mediocre pace down considerably, and I reached the top just before 8 o'clock. Wow, look at that scenery. Number 2. First time climbing Nevis and Scafell in the same day. What is this? Oh wow, this feels kind of special. This little platform, surely the highest point. Although the views from the top were stunning, I faced a decision I had a feeling I might have had to make as I descended the second peak of the challenge. Oh, hang on, it's starting to spit now. This, I think, is it for the rest of the day. It's going to start drizzling and keep drizzling. Maybe, I think it's getting to the point where it's becoming so tight that I just have to see when I get there, you know. See, on flat ground like this, which the majority of Snowdon's route is, until you get to the bottom of the mountain, then it starts to pick up altitude quickly. As far as I remember, we can knock out a lot of distance quickly. It's when we start gaining altitude is when I'm going to start struggling, I think. I just stopped here, where the path forks. This is roughly the halfway point, just in terms of distance. It certainly took longer to get to the top from here than it did to get from the bottom to here. So yeah, right. If this is the halfway point and it's going to take me another hour to get to the bottom, I'm still going to be behind schedule. Even if the forecast has downgraded to no more lightning, the rain and the wetness on the rocks, I will be pushing my luck. Weather systems on mountains are notoriously unpredictable. Did you hear that thunder? Yeah, I think that was an omen, dude. Nah, we're not doing Snowdon, screw that. I'm satisfied with climbing these two mountains that I've never climbed before in the same day as well, which is an achievement.
Snowdon as well?
I don't know about that.
No?
Nah, we've got lightning forecast, don't we?
Yeah, it's a bit dicey, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and I'm cutting it dead close as well, so I thought, you know what, nah, do it another time. And past all these people that are still going on to Snowdon, they are leaving it late, dude. But no, I'm not doing it. Even if I beat them, I'm not risking the conditions. It's genuinely would be foolish. There's good content through danger, and then there is actual mortal peril, which won't impress anyone. That's the thing, right? People are gonna say, that was stupid, I'm not impressed. So there's no point. Coming down is more strain on the muscle. It's like cardio on the way up, workout on the way down. Constantly having to brace against gravity, because look at these stones. I don't know if you can tell, but they're all angled like away from you. I'm glad they're not wet, because this would be treacherous. See, that's the sort of pace and sure-footedness you need to have a proper crack at the 3 peaks. I am losing confidence in the strength in my legs. In combination of the slippery rocks, like look how these shoes are nice, but I'm not impressed at how slippery they are when faced with wet stone. It's hard to sort of tell because I'm rubbing my foot on the ground, so it's going to look slippery anyway, but I don't need to put much weight on it at all for it to slide, all right? See? Oh, I actually almost fell over there. Alright, you see my point? The rain slowed my progress to a crawl, every step across smooth, wet stones taking careful consideration as I neared the start of the trail. This failure was not so much a defeat as it was a retreat. With a few adjustments, a bit of training and respect for the diet, this challenge is absolutely doable. I began the drive home. Stopping at services along the way reassured me that I'd made the correct decision. Pay attention to this. This is my reality right now. Not good, is it? It's not great.